A lot of people wonder how they spent their first $1 billion. This is video about living a luxurious life, making smart investments, and sometimes giving in to a luxurious whim. Did they take a jet around the world and buy islands as gifts? Or did they go for the typical wealthy moves like fast cars, expensive yachts, and huge mansions? Some may have chosen to leave a memory of goodwill by giving their money to good causes. But on the other hand, who could say no to a private rocket to Mars? Let's talk more about the interesting world of how billionaires spend their money. How did they spend their first $1 billion to live a life of comfort? Elon Musk spent $80 million on Beverly Hills mansions, $300 million on 5 private jets, and $26 million on a $170 million mansion. His children also contributed to his wealth, with one child earning over $1 million a year. Elon also bought SolarCity, which was about to fail due to a lack of funding. He bought the business and took a $2.6 billion bailout, which cost him $2.6 billion. However, he didn't bother anyone and instead spent his first $1 billion on charity. Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google, wanted to fight Elon because he ruined his life. He bought the world's most expensive burger ahead of time and later bought a fleet of yachts, including his famous Butterfly, Dragonfly, and Kitty Hawk. Sergey also spent $100 million on making the world's biggest blimp, but also spent $1 billion on someone who would ruin his life. Jeff Bezos' first billion was much better, as he bought a diamond-topped Ferrari, Bugatti, Lamborghini, a $20 million car collection, and $42 million on a huge clock. He spent $150 million on 2 private jets and $463 million on mansions in Miami, Beverly Hills, Seattle, Washington, D.C., and Hawaii. Mukesh Ambani's Mumbai home is the most expensive house in the world, with 27 floors, a movie theater, swimming pools, a snow room, and grounds on 3 floors. The whole high-rise building cost at least $2 billion. Michael Bloomberg wasted his $1 billion by running for president in 2019 and spending $1 billion more ads than the Democratic Party put together in just 3 months. He quit during his first debate, and the billionaire who calls women fat, broad, and horse-faced lesbians is not talking about Trump. The wealthy have a unique way of spending money, with some of the wealthiest billionaires having a more extravagant lifestyle. Donald Trump, for example, has purchased a $30 million golden boat, a fully armored car, and a private jet called the Trump Force One. He also owns 7 homes in New York, New Jersey, and Florida, and a $1.2 billion casino. Larry Ellison, on the other hand, has a $75 million private jet, 2 military fighter jets, and a yacht named after famous samurai fighter Musashi. He also bought the 6th largest island in Hawaii, which was one of the craziest things he ever bought. Bill Gates, on the other hand, has spent millions on a machine that turns poop into water, 5 private jets, and a $650 million yacht. He also holds the US record for having the most farmland, with his land costing over 270,000 acres and over $1 billion. Jim Walton, son of Walmart's founder, bought a farm outside of Los Angeles, the largest privately owned land in California. He also bought cars like a $15 million one and a $1.50 billion mansion. Elon Musk, on the other hand, spent a lot of money on cars, including a McLaren, an underwater car, and several Teslas. He spent about $300 million on 5 private jets to travel in style, and his kids gave him a back. Elon Musk spent about $24 million on just one kid, but he spent $216 million altogether over 18 years. He also spent $216 million on SolarCity, which had lost so much money that it was about to die. He also spent $2.6 billion on SolarCity, which was about to die. Zach, the founder of SpaceX, did not own any private jets but owns a $150 million boat called Ulysses that can carry another yacht on the front. He spent the rest of his first $1 billion on charity, giving it to his own foundation, though no one really knows what it is being used for. Elon Musk's desire to fight soon stems from his involvement in the wreckage of Sergey Brin's life, who bought the world's most expensive burger ahead of time. After 4 years of hard work and $300,000, he finally got the chance to buy a fleet of yachts, including his famous Butterfly and Dragonfly. He also invested $50 million into a company called Kitty Hawk that was making flying cars, but it eventually shut down. Sergey spent $100 million on making the world's biggest blimp, but he also spent $1 billion on someone who would ruin his life. Elon Musk's first billion was much better, as he bought a diamond Supra, a fleet of cars, a big clock, and 2 private jets. He also bought homes in Miami, Beverly Hills, Seattle, Washington, D.C., and Hawaii for $463 million. Steve Ballmer, the former CEO of Microsoft, bowled out harder than most billionaires do, spending $2 billion to buy the LA Clippers because he loves LA land and the NBA. Mark Shambane bought the world's most expensive house, the Mumbai skyscraper, which has 27 floors used to store his more than 150 supercars. The whole high-rise cost at least $2 billion. Bonnie is using his money because Michael Bloomberg threw away his $1 billion. Larry Ellison, on the other hand, is not as wealthy as Trump, who owns a $75 million private jet and 2 military fighter jets. Ayacht, a ship inspired by Japanese samurai warriors, was bought by a millionaire who dropped $166 million, more than most. The ship was named after Musashi, a famous samurai fighter. The $600 million he paid for the 6th largest island in Hawaii was one of the craziest things he ever bought. Bill Gates may still be ahead of Larry in terms of the craziest things he has bought. He spent $1 million on a machine that turns poop into water, 5 private jets, and a home with a fake stream with fish. Bill also owns a $650 million yacht with a waterfall out the back. He owns the most farms in the US, spending over $1 billion on 270,000 acres. Jim Walton, son of Walmart's founder, bought a $700 million farm outside of Los Angeles, the biggest privately owned land in California. He also bought cars, including a $15 million one. Jacken's $1.5 billion mansion was a rundown piece that was fixed up. This is it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, then share your thoughts in the comments, and also share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you can never miss our video.